All right, we back. Let's tap in real quick. Had to take a couple days off real quick, get the mind right. But we back at it, and let's keep the main thing the main thing. Let's see what's going on in the NBA world. Stan Van Gundy seems to think that NBA teams should be able to sign rookies as free agents and that they should eliminate the draft. I get rid of the draft. No draft. You still have the salary cap. If you want to go give Cooper Flag $45 million a year coming out of college, do it. He's a free agent. Everybody coming out as a free agent. With no draft, there is no incentive to lose. There's none at all. I agree with you 100%, coach. But now let's get into the pros of and cons of that, because I don't think this is a long-term solution. It might be an immediate solution to fix the tanking, but over time, it will not be sustainable. Let's get into that. One of the first pros to piggyback off Coach Stan Van Gundy is that there would be no more tanking. There would be no incentive for teams to continue to go ahead and lose game after game after game because, like we previously stated, there would be no draft. So what are you losing for? Another pro, players would have the opportunity to choose wherever they would like to play. So there would be no restrictions. Everything would be at solely their discretion and where they feel like they would have the best opportunity, which empowers player in an already player empowered league. Another pro is that teams would have to put forth their best effort. There is no strong arming players or anything of that nature. You're going to have the right image. You're going to have to show that you're committed to developing these young guys. You're going to have to show that you can earn these players' trust, because you don't have the ability to just draft them and they show up to your organization and have to play. So you're going to have to put your best foot forward to entice these young players to want to come play for your franchise. I think through all of some of these pros, it would result in immediate better regular season competition. Now, playoffs is a different beast. It's going to be competitive. It's playoff basketball. There's chips on the table. But in terms of the regular season, getting rid of the draft does help with that, because players, like we said, get to choose and pick where they would like to play. There is no having to go through the trials and tribulations of being on a horrible franchise. You can go be on a competitive team from day one if you're good enough to. So I think that would help the league overall too. But we have to talk about some of the cons and why this wouldn't work. So let's get into it. One of the first cons I could think about this suggestion would be that smaller market teams would struggle and bigger market teams would ultimately dominate the league, and you would see a lot more of super teams. Because what's stopping from number one, number two, number three play going to join the team that already run the NBA finals? It could result in better competition, but it also could destroy the competitive balance of the NBA, which is something you definitely have to take into account as well. So when you're taking into account the competitive balance that could be altered by getting rid of the draft, then you say to yourself, how do the bad teams ever get a chance to be good? If they're a small market, they can literally have the opportunity to be bad forever. So I just wanted to get your thinking caps going a little bit. I'm not necessarily in disagreement with Coach, but I thought I'd give you a little analysis of what I'm thinking. Please let me know what you're thinking, and if you think this would be a good solution to help get rid of tanking, because I'm not pleased with the tanking we're seeing now. But let's have some debate, some engagement. Let me know what you're thinking. It is what it is.